Good evening, Matthew Welch, December 1st, 2021, and this is going to be my pig kidney dissection. Let me go ahead. So when I got the kidney, obviously it came full and intact. I made a longitudinal cut all the way around, exposing the structures inside. So starting from the outside and working our way in, this lighter tan area is going to be the renal cortex. And lying just inferior to that, this darker area is the renal medulla. You can see where it starts to make these pyramids or these fans sort of shaped, and these are in fact the renal pyramids. And where the cortex extends down in between these pyramids are the renal columns. This whole area here, where we have a lot of the vessels and the calyxes branching off, and kind of the area that needs to hold all that is the renal sinus. And all of our vessels enter and exit through the hilum down here. So we have the ureter, nerves, our renal artery and renal vein, which you can see the renal artery, vein, and ureter here. Up here we have an example of some of the minor calyxes, and these lead down and drain into the major calyxes, which then drain down into the renal pelvis. That kind of connects everything to the ureter, and the ureter will extend out and take everything down to the urinary bladder to be held until stretch receptors are able to sense that it's time to eliminate that urine. I was interested to see just kind of how dense and tightly packed this tissue is, and really interesting to kind of think about, the process of the blood coming in and the filtration, and where exactly we have, these nephrons, where the capsules are and how they extend down into the medulla. Really kind of helps to make what we studied in the textbook, help it, kind of cement it in with a visual example of it. Also kind of understanding where you're likely to see kidney stones and things like that, and how that occurs, and where those you would actually see those, kind of help me understand the pathophysiology of that kind of illness. But also, I recently had a patient with a severed ureter, and how dangerous that can be because of the leaking of essentially urine and all sorts of other damaging chemicals into the bloodstream and the surrounding tissue and the retroperitoneal area, leading to infection and sepsis and things like that. So all in all, pretty interesting dissection. I really enjoyed learning about the kidney. Thank you and have a good afternoon. Good evening.